And Miss Aggie don't what? That's right. How y'all know?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most off-the-rails Saturday Night Live sketch moments that completely threw the cast members for a loop.
Oh, I understand and stop. I understand and stop.
If you understood, you wouldn't want it to stop.
I do understand and I do want it to stop.
Number 10, a basket of smelly meat. Weekend update, Smokery Farms. This weekend update bit from season 44 features Kate McKinnon and Aidy Bryant as the cheery owners of Smokery Farms, trying to pitch their meat products to vegetarian consumers.
Yeah, but you do not need to feel guilty with us, because going forward, Smokery Farms will only serve meat from animals that are individually stupid and bad.
Things start off smoothly until they're handed a basket of raw samples. McKinnon and Bryant probably expected to be given fake prop meat, because judging by their reactions, they were completely taken by surprise by the rotting smell of the products.
That's right. Oh, yum, I'm getting hungry.
What began as a satire on the ethical consumption of animals quickly devolves into a survival challenge, with both performers struggling to stay in character while gagging through the stench. Not wanting to suffer alone, they eventually inch the offending basket towards Colin Jost, dragging him into their nightmare.
You like meat, Colin?
Colin,
you a big meat boy, Colin?
I'm not closer, no.
Number 9, an adorable, overly excited pug. Court show.
Thank you. Ooh, yep, I knew it. Sorry to say, the jury has sentenced you to death.
What?
Yeah, it seems extreme, but this is dog court.
You never quite know what you're gonna get when you incorporate live animals into a sketch. This time, what we got was a solid 30 seconds of Cecily Strong trying and failing to keep it together. In this sketch, Strong plays a Judge Judy type character in a dog court, meting out justice to badly behaved pups. While settling a dispute between two dog owners, Strong picks up her own dog, who immediately gets too excited and begins jumping all over her face.
I should be so lucky to bring my dog to the park, but I can't because she's crippled. Because I won't let her walk. I don't like how she dances.
It was clear that this wasn't part of the plan. Even the most stoic cast members would have had a hard time not breaking character. And Strong, bless her, but she didn't stand a chance.
Sketch artist, did you get everything? Okay, well, looks nothing like me, but hey, you're a dog, you know?
Number 8, Dave Chappelle roasts Pete Davidson, Uncle Ben.
But I'm a real person. These are mere characters. If anything, why don't you fire Count Chocula? How come he's still working, huh?
This was one of those sketches where absolutely no one made it out with a straight face. It revolves around brand executives having to fire their beloved mascots, Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben, after backlash over racial stereotypes.
Actually, Uncle Ben, she's right.
Yeah, we have to let you go too, for the same reason.
But you can't do this to me. I'm Uncle Ben.
Both characters then throw the Allstate guy under the bus, who in turn does the same to Count Chocula, played by Pete Davidson. But when Count Chocula insists he's not black, just made of chocolate, Dave Chappelle, in a perfectly timed, unscripted moment, calls out Davidson's features. The jab was so unexpected that Davidson spat out his fake teeth from laughing.
Seriously, America. Look at Pete Davidson's lips.
But he was not the only one cracking up. You could clearly see Heidi Gardner and Mikey Days also struggling to remain in character. Number 7, the Scarlett Johansson jokes. Weekend update, Christmas joke swap 2024. Granted, the whole point of the recurring joke swap bit between Colin Jost and Michael Che is to ambush each other with wildly inappropriate material. But this one was especially shocking.
We give each other jokes to read.
Yeah, we're making each other read jokes live on air that the other person has never seen before.
But time out.
Scarlett Johansson initially appeared to induct Martin Short into the Five Timers Club, but she was then convinced to return on camera to capture her reaction to the jokes. Her unexpected presence seemed to startle Jost, who acknowledged how uncomfortable the moment was bound to be for her.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh, she's so genuinely worried.
Still, His reaction was nothing compared to Johansson's when he was forced to read a particularly risque joke about her.
But I ain't tripping. I've been eating roast beef every night since my wife had the kid.
Although Johansson had a general idea of where the joke was headed, she didn't know the specifics, which made the moment genuinely jaw-dropping for both husband and wife. Number 6. Accidental stagehand appearance, inside the Beltway. Saturday Night Live runs like a well-oiled machine, with hundreds of parts moving in sync to deliver a flawless show. But of course, even the best machines have their hiccups.
I mean, this isn't his first offense, okay? I mean, remember what happened 5 months ago. Let's take a look.
We got one of such hiccups during this political sketch that required multiple lightning-fast costume changes. At one point, a member of the show's wardrobe department accidentally made a cameo by strolling into the frame too early, completely catching Aidy Bryant unawares.
It's revolting. It feels like a real turning point in the Trump candidacy.
He gonna win.
Although they eventually managed to pull off the costume change, the mishap sent Bryant into a fit of laughter. And once that laugh genie was out of the bottle, there was no putting it back. Bryant was unable to regain her composure until the sketch ended.
I believe that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends towards justice.
Here, here.
Number 5. Mikey Days prosthetic makeup, Beavis and Butthead. It took 6 seasons, but we finally saw the typically stone-faced Heidi Gardner break, and all it took was some unhinged prosthetic makeup.
Sir, do you mind moving?
I'm sorry? Me? You're talking about me? I have no idea what's going on, I'm sorry.
In this sketch, Gardner plays a journalist moderating a town hall about AI, which gets disrupted by 2 audience members with an uncanny resemblance to Beavis and Butthead. About halfway through, Gardner turns around to address the Butthead character played by Mikey Day, only to completely lose it.
Sir.
Although she had already seen him during dress rehearsals, the full prosthetic makeup was supposedly reserved for the live show. So when Gardner turned around, she was completely unprepared for what awaited her. Fortunately, that surprise worked in the sketch's favor, as her prolonged character break made it all the more hilarious.
I am so sorry. I'm confused. I'm just here to learn about AI, but yeah.
Number 4. Audience Call and Response. Weekend Update, Ego Wodum on the White House Correspondents' Dinner. SNL cast members are well aware of the consequences of cursing on air, but it appears the same cannot be said for the audience.
How we do it, White House? Hey, chef, go ahead and hang that apron up, bruh, because I'm doing the roasting tonight.
That became clear during this Weekend Update segment featuring Ego Wodum pitching herself as the comedian for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Wodum debuted her stand-up persona Miss Eggy and decided to dabble in a little crowd work. But after referencing Cory Booker's record-breaking Senate speech, she turned the mic to the audience, only to be hit with a swear word.
I had my fill of busters. Because these men ain't what?
You could see the stunned reactions on the faces of Wodum, Colin Jost, and Michael Che. Someone is definitely getting in trouble with Lorne Michaels. We just hope it won't be Miss Eggy because we need her back.
Eggy goes what?
Play!
There it is!
Ego Wodum, everyone!
Number 3. Chris Farley dives into the table. Matt Foley, Van Down by the River. Throughout his time on SNL, Chris Farley proved he was more than willing to push his body to the limit for the sake of a laugh.
First off, I am 35 years old. I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
In his debut as the iconic motivational speaker Matt Foley, Farley gave a masterclass in physical comedy, making his fellow castmates break repeatedly, even though they had already seen the routine during rehearsals. But nothing prepared them for the unscripted moment when Farley launched himself chest first into the coffee table.
Oh, Matt's gonna be your shadow. Here's you, here's Matt. There's you, there.
None of the other performers knew this was coming, and you could probably guess that from the genuine horror on their faces. While Farley popped back up and forged ahead like nothing happened, the others needed a moment to fully recover from the comedic chaos they had just witnessed.
Is the back door locked?
Yes. We love you, Dad.
I love you too.
Number 2, a last-minute Dracula joke. Weekend update, Stefon on Halloween's hottest tips.
Yes, if you need to get a spot checked out, I know just the place for you. New York's hottest club is
Jelly Bones.
Few characters on SNL are as memorable as Stefon, the eccentric city correspondent with bizarre recommendations for New York City parties and events played by Bill Hader. The character was created by both Hader and John Mulaney, who would often slip in last-minute jokes to make Hader crack on air.
located in an abandoned white fish factory in Little Israel. This place is gonna have everything.
Perhaps the most notable instance of this came in this season 38 episode, where Stefon is brought on to share tips for Halloween events. Hader manages to hold it together for the most part, until he's hit with another surprise joke, this time about Dracula.
Well, they have a Jewish Dracula.
Oh, what's his name?
Sidney Applebaum.
As this was his first time reading it, Hader lost it completely, laughing so hard he pretty much halted the show for a minute.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Will Ferrell's briefs, short shorts for the USA.
Hey, sorry I'm late, gang. Traffic on the Jensen overchange was just nuts. So, I apologize.
It was barely a month after 9/11 that SNL decided to poke fun at the surge of patriotism following the attacks. The resulting sketch featured Will Ferrell as an office worker who defies the dress code and shows up wearing a tight USA crop top and a pair of alarmingly short shorts.
The shorts. The shirt. I thought this week we were wearing, little items to show our patriotism.
Judging by the reactions of his castmates, you'd think that they were seeing the costume for the first time. And they were. It turns out that during rehearsals, Ferrell had worn a more modest version. But for the live show, he cut out about half of it, without the rest of the cast knowing. What remained on his body left little to the imagination. There was no way anyone there could have kept it together.
What?
All right, McCoo, that's enough. This is just too distracting. Look at that.
Which of these SNL gags did you see coming from a mile away? Let us know in the comments below.